What the hell is the matter with you? Crisscrossing these terminals. They're trying to set me up. They're trying to set me up.
This is Denver International Airport in Denver, Colorado. In 2023, with 77 million passengers, it ranked as 6th busiest airport in the world by passenger traffic. Denver International Airport is hub for United Airlines and an operating base for Frontier and Southwest Airlines. Denver is used by around 30 different passenger airlines. Denver International Airport has 6 runways, as shown in the graphic on screen. The dominant runways in use are the 4 runways in north-south direction. Runway 16 right, 34 left is the longest public-use runway in North America and the 7th longest on Earth with a length of 16,000 feet, equaling 4.9 kilometers. Denver's mountainous location and weather conditions can contribute to turbulence during approach and descent. Welcome to Denver International Airport in Denver, Colorado.
Okay, so we have 1 hour behind us, and now the situation is that we have few pushback requests here. We have some of the returning aircraft coming home. We have still the 2nd hour to clear. Can I make it through the end without any mistake? 1 hour to go. Stay tuned to find out. We have massive queues on the runways. It's busy. SkyWest 5057, runway 35 left, clear to takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 384 heavy, runway 34 left, clear to takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 35 left, clear through takeoff, reaching altitude 1000.
Southwest 1029, runway 35 left. Southwest 167, runway 34 left. United 514, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. American 2360, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Southwest 4876, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left.
SkyWest 5554, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. What are you, a 555 plane? SkyWest 5555, 555, 555. How many 5s do you have, SkyWest 5554?
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. SkyWest 5554.
5554.
SkyWest 4673 on final 34 right.
United 221, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. SkyWest 5070, runway 35 left, clear to takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 2360, runway 34 left. Southwest 4876, runway 34 left. SkyWest 5554, runway 35 left. United 2459, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. United 690, runway 35 left, line up and wait. Yeah, I'm doing it. This is crazy busy, but now it's a lot easier. There's not so many pushback requests. The queues are getting shorter. I'm managing it. What do you think? United 514, runway 34 left. United 690, runway 35 left, clear to takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Cobalt 303, runway 35 left, line up and wait.
Contact departure. United 6
American 1313, runway 35 right, clear to land. American 1332, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Skyline buzzing a constant roar. Voices crackle through the radio core. Numbers and call signs, a dizzying stream. This chaos hums like a fever dream. United wings slicing through the haze. Southwest smiles in the Denver maze. Delta's calling, American too. Mountains loom in a misty view. This is glass like a drummer's beat. Airlines queuing in a concrete fleet. Eyes locked on screens as the engines hum. Timing's a dance where the rhythm's begun. United wings slicing through the haze. Southwest smiles in the Denver maze. Delta's calling American too. Mountains loom in a misty view.
United 514, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Yeah, look at it. We have only now 4 planes on queue here. We have 5 planes on queue here. United 2432, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. I think I'm doing pretty good. What do you think? If you think I'm doing good, hit the like button.
Contact departure.
Flexjet 410, runway 35 left. Southwest 4315, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
There's
Southwest
Skywest plane over
4315.
there.
Denver ground. Southwest 3160, ready to taxi.
No, Skywest. No, it's Southwest. Southwest 5828, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Taxi to ramp. Hold short of
American
taxi Charlie November. Southwest
2360,
5828.
runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left.
Southwest 2685, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
360.
Runway 35 left. Cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude
American
1000.
1818, runway 34 left via Foxtrot.
Southwest 2685.
Skywest 6222, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. I'm rocking. I got the Denver at my fingertips, even though it's a massively busy airport. I'm loving it that we're having Air France here. Frontier flight 688, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Southwest 1029, runway 35 left, line up and wait. Okay, we're soon
Runway
to go.
35 left. Line up and wait.
Southwest
1029.
4876, runway 34 left, cleared to takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Where are these guys going?
Runway 34 left. Clear for takeoff on reaching
Guys
altitude 1000.
are
Contact departure. Southwest
here. Okay,
4876.
that should not be a problem. Okay, we can let these guys cross now, I think.
Southwest 4166.
I think we can. Yes. Delta 396, cross runway 35 left.
Cross runway 35 left. Delta 396.
Plane here. Southwest 4182, taxi to ramp via Papa 7, Echo Delta, hold short of Mike.
Taxi to ramp via Papa 7, Echo Delta, hold short taxiway Mike, Southwest 4182. Denver ground, Delta 50.
Air France 630 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo Charlie. Beautiful.
Taxi to ramp via Echo Charlie, Air France 630 heavy.
Southwest 1029, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skywest 5554, runway 35 left, line up and wait.
Runway 35 left.
Frontier
Clear for
flight
takeoff on reaching
1362,
altitude 1000.
runway
Contact
34
departure.
left, line up and
Southwest
wait.
1029er. Runway 35 left. Line up and wait.
Skywest 6222, runway 34 left via Foxtrot. Frontier flight 1362, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Frontier flight 1375, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Skywest 5554, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. You 555 plane, get a hold of yourself. So many fives on one aircraft. That's illegal. You're illegal.
Runway 34 left.
United
Line up and wait.
2459, runway 35 left, line up and wait. Okay, okay, let's see. I have 40 minutes left, approximately, a little under, 38 minutes left, and
Runway
the
35
first
left.
hour was
Line up
massively
wind.
busy, but
92.459.
I got past that, and I think I'm on my way to a successful challenge. I need to keep vigilant to the very end. No place for complacency. I tell you, no place for
Denver
complacency.
ground, Southwest 1418.
But I think I'm doing okay. There's just, you know, now there are no arrivals, so I think it's quite peachy at the moment. Let's see how the last 38 minutes goes. Can I make it to the end? I hope so. Where's this guy going? Over there. Southwest 22A3, continue taxi. We can let them come.
Continue taxi.
Southwest 1418, runway 35 left. Frontier flight 688, runway 35 left. Delta 500, runway 35 left. Where's this plane
Runway
going?
35 left, Southwest 1418.
Runway 35 left.
That is going to be a problem because it's
Runway 35
going
left.
against this one.
Delta 500.
They landed... What is wrong with you planes? You landed on the opposite runways. God damn it.
Sky West 5056 with information echo.
Southwest 2383, you should have landed on runway 35 right, and Southwest 4182, you should have landed on runway 224 right. What the hell is the matter with you? Crisscrossing these terminals. They're trying to set me up. They're trying to set me up. Frontier flight 1375, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 947, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Tried to set me up like that. That's massively unpleasant. United 2459, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 2441, runway 35 left, line up and wait. Line up, you bastard!
Runway 35 left. Clear for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. United 2459.
Key lime 3104, taxi to ramp. Key lime 3104, hold short of Charlie November.
Hold short of taxiway Charlie November. Key lime 3104.
Southwest 4182, continue taxi. Air France 630 heavy, cross runway 17 right. Let's end here. Southwest 947, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 3160, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Okay, so I let these push back first before I let these come home. And let's take these to the runway first. This is going over there, and this will come here and crisscross over there. Actually, we can push these back first. Southwest 3744, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Because they have the time to push back before these arrive there, so it should not be a problem. Okay, we have arrivals again. Delta 2927, runway 34 right, clear to land. They're holding short, that's fine. Just confirming that. Frontier flight 1323, runway 35 right, clear to land. Frontier flight 1149, runway 35 right, clear to land. Southwest 2350, runway 34 right, clear to land. Southwest 3314, runway 34 left. Go on.
Runway 35 right, cleared to land. Frontier flight 1323.
This is crisscrossing over here. We need to give them a standby command. American 779er, standby. Let's look at the Air France returning home.
Southwest 3314.
Standby. American 779.
Not returning home, actually. This is not the home airport. E3, what are you talking about? But they arrived probably from Paris, Charles de Gaulle or something like that. They arrived here and they have a short turnaround here and then they head back to France. France.
Requesting push and start.
Southwest 4023, runway 34 right, clear to land. American 1636, runway 35 right, clear to land. Skywest 5055, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Key line 3104, continue taxi. They can continue.
Runway 34 right, clear to
See
land.
the problem, please
Southwest
avoid
40
taxi I think.
Runway
Southwest 3744, runway 34 left.
American 1636.
Southwest 3160, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
34 left.
Southwest 2441, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Yes, I'm doing it. At the moment it seems that I'm able to clear this challenge, but I've thought so before and got complacent and failed, so I need to stay alert. It's so easy to make mistakes, as you know. Key line returning. This is a fun aircraft. Key line. Just a little key line aircraft here, arriving to Denver. Oh, such a small aircraft. Well, not tiny, there are at least 10 passengers or even more that can fit into that. I've seen smaller ones.
Denver ground, Southwest 1230 with information echo, requesting push and start.
United 1759, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United
American
175
1818, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skywest 6222, runway 34 left, land and wait. Flexjet 410, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 500, contact departure. Delta 996, runway 35 left, land and wait. We have some returning aircraft again. Frontier Flight 1149, taxi terminal. Yes.
Runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude
Southwest
500.
2350, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Line up and wait.
Delta 996, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 35 left, cleared for
So
takeoff.
we have
On reaching
returning
altitude 1000.
aircraft.
Contact departure.
Polaris 7860, runway 34 right, cleared to land. Skywest 5414, runway 35 right, cleared to land. Southwest 1266, runway 34 right, cleared to land. United 617, runway 35 right, cleared to land.
92265.
Again, 1 hour and 36 minutes in, the radio broke. This happened to me in Atlanta because there are too many radio calls. I don't know what is the problem with that, but as you can hear, the radio just broke.
Push back up. Denver Tower.
It's just broken.
Final 34 right.
American 1636, taxi to terminal via Papa 7 Echo Delta, hold short of Mike. Skywest 5414, taxi to ramp via Echo Charlie. Polaris 7860, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Taxi to ramp.
Southwest 3314, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 3744, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Southwest 1123, runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Frontier Flight 688, runway 35 left, line up and wait. Listen to this. Radio is broken. Just too much traffic to handle. As this going. Southwest 875, runway 34 left. Skywest 5245, runway 34 right, clear to land. Southwest 5008, runway 35 right, clear to land. Southwest 3744, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 1759, runway 34 left, land and wait.
Pushback approved. Expect
Frontier
runway
flight
35 left.
688, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 500, runway 35 left, line up and wait.
Runway 35 left. Mike.
American 1314, standby. Need to stand by because these are coming
Runway
here.
35 left. Southwest 2062.
Southwest 4023, continue taxi.
Stand by. Skywest 47907.
Skywest 4797, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left.
Continue taxi.
Let's see the
Southwest
routings
250.
here, what is going on.
Taxi.
Southwest 2062, runway 35 left via Mike. Let's direct them to Mike. Because these are pushing back. Frontier flight 4562, runway 35 left. Delta 2544, runway 35 left. United 732, runway 34 left. So here, where's these guys going? There.
Runway
Polaris
35 left.
7860, continue taxi. I think we can let them continue,
Stand
but
by.
what about these guys? They're going up there. We
Continue
need
taxi.
to
Southwest
let them to push back
4023.
first. They should be
Back
pushed
approved.
back
Expect runway
soon.
35 left. Skywest 47907.
We have more
Runway
returning
35 left.
aircraft.
Southwest 2060.
Southwest 4398, runway 34 right, cleared to land. Southwest 5205, runway 35 right, cleared to land. And then we have returning
Runway
aircraft
35
over
left.
here.
Frontier flight 4562.
Runway 35 left. Delta 2544.
United 617, taxi terminal. Southwest 5008, taxi terminal via Papa 7, Echo Delta, hold short of Mike. These are going
Runway
over there.
34 left.
There.
United 732. Continue taxi. United 7860.
American 1314, standby. United 2057, standby. Aero Mexico 659, standby. It's picking up speed again. United 2270, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United 732, runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right. Clear to land. Southwest 439.
United 181 heavy, runway 34 right, clear to land. Southwest 3507, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Runway 35 right.
American
Clear to land.
1636, continue
Southwest
taxi.
5205.
Let them come home.
Taxi to terminal. The United 617. Taxi to ramp via Papa 7, Echo Delta. Hold short of taxiway Mike. Southwest 5008.
Skywest 5245, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Stand by. American 1314. Stand by.
Skywest 4797, runway 35 left. Let's get
Stand
them
by.
on the move.
Aero Mexico 659. Pushback approved. Expect runway
We
34
need
left.
to hold
United
these.
2270.
Where's this guy going?
Runway 34 left.
Over there.
United 732.
We need to wait the American
Runway
first.
34 right.
They're
Clear to
crisscrossing,
land.
all of them.
United 181 heavy.
United 618, pushback approved, I expect runway 34 left. Let's send. United 1759, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 779, runway 34 left, land up and wait. Delta 500, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 1418, runway 35 left, land up and wait.
Runway 35 right. Cleared to land. Southwest 3507. Continue taxi. American 1636.
Soon we can
Taxi
let
to
them
ramp.
cross
Hold
after
short
they
taxiway Charlie November.
they have taken off.
Skywest 5245.
We need to let these guys come home before we give any more pushbacks. And these need to wait the American, yes.
Runway 34 left. Clear
That's
for
the
takeoff.
thing.
On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. United 1759er.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. American 779er.
Runway 35 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
United
1000.
2270,
Contact
runway 34
Delta
left.
500.
Runway 35 left. Line up and wait.
United
Southwest
618, runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left. United 2270. Negative. Need pushback first. United 618.
Denver Tower, Southwest 5008 on final 35 right. Denver ground. United
I think now the radio is working again. Well, at least to some extent. Well, not now. This is what I
Denver ground.
mean.
Southwest.
No, okay.
Denver ground.
Forget that.
Denver Tower,
It's not working.
Southwest
The radio is
439
not
on final
working.
34 right.
Definitely not
Denver
working.
Tower, Southwest 5205 on final 35 right.
Skywest 5414, cross runway 17 right. This one.
Cross
United 617, cross runway 17 right. Yeah, so we let them come home before we push these back. We let them come home before we push these back. What about this one then? Oh, this one still waiting for the American to come first home. This one can come now. Southwest 5008, continue taxi. That's no problem. Southwest 5205, taxi to ramp via Papa 7. Hold short of mic.
taxi to ramp via Papa 7. Hold short of taxiway Mike.
Southwest 4398, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Taxi to ramp,
American
hold short of
779,
taxiway
runway
Charlie
34
November.
left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 2265, runway 34 left, line up and wait. United 618, runway 34 left. Skywest 5556, standby. Skywest 5098, standby. Skywest 5641, standby. Skywest 5771, standby. Skywest 5224, standby. United 2057, standby. Air Mexico 659, standby. United 1023, standby. United 1315, standby. American 1314, standby. No, I think
Runway
they
34
come.
left. Cleared.
Southwest
Takeoff altitude
1266,
1000.
continue
Contact
taxi.
departure. American 779er.
Can continue
Runway
taxi
34
now.
left. Line up and wait. United
continue.
2265.
There are a lot of
Runway
pushbacks
34 left.
happening
United 618.
again.
Standby.
United
Skywest
2265, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 284, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Southwest 1418, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skywest 5055, runway 35 left, line up and wait.
Stand by. Skywest 5098.
United 181 heavy, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November. United 181 heavy, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Standby. Skywest 564.
Southwest 3507, taxi to ramp via Papa 7, hold short of Mike.
Standby. Skywest
Okay,
5771.
I think it's time to give some pushbacks.
United
Not
2057.
them.
Standby.
Here.
Aero Mexico 659er.
Let's see what we
Stand
can
by.
do.
United 1023.
Skywest 5098, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Skywest 5224, standby. Skywest 5556, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Skywest 5771, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. United 2057, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Southwest 3427, runway 34 right, clear to land. Skywest 5692, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Stand by. American 131.
United 1415, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left.
Continue taxi.
See where these are coming home.
1266.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact
Skywest
departure. United
5245, standby. American 1314, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left.
Skywest 5055, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 719, runway 35 left, line up and wait. United 284, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 875, runway 34 left, land and wait. Now it's crazy busy again. How much time do I have? 10 minutes. And it's picking up speed again. It's beginning to be crazy busy. We can push these back, I think. Let's see.
Unknown command.
United 1315, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Taxi to
United
ramp. Short taxi.
386, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United 586, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United 789, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United 662, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United 1229, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Air Mexico 659, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Skywest 5276, runway 35 right, clear to land. Now the sounds are bugging really hard. United 1023, standby. United 472, standby. Skywest 5224, standby. It's just,
Skywest 5224.
it's just crazy. It's crazy. American 1314, runway 34 left via Foxtrot. Southwest 2397, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Southwest 1746, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Southwest 1770, runway 34 right, clear to land. Southwest 719, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skywest 5463, runway 35 left, land and wait. Southwest 875, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 732, runway 34 left, land and wait. Let's direct these. Skywest 5098, runway 35 left. United 2057, runway 35 left.
Runway 35 right. Clear the lane.
Skywest 5556, runway 35 left via Mike, hold short of Echo Charlie. Skywest 5771, runway 35 left via Mike, hold short of Echo Charlie. United 1415, runway 35 left via Mike, hold short of Echo Charlie.
Stand by.
Skywest 4691, standby. Skywest 5641, standby. Southwest 5205, standby. This is crazy. The sound is bugging it, so it's just too much for the game to handle. The amount of traffic. The sound is bugging. There. United 1315, runway 34 left via Foxtrot. United 662, runway 34 left. United 586, runway 34 left. United 586, runway 34 left. United 789, runway 34 left. United 1010, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect
United
runway 34
732,
left.
runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 2270, runway 34 left, land and wait. Look at this is just blown up.
Pushback approved,
Skywest 3,
United 789.
Skywest 5463. Skywest 5463, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Frontier flight 4562, runway 34 left, land and wait. This terminal area, look at it, it's just blown up. It's just absolutely blown up. Skywest 5556, continue taxi.
United.
Skywest 5242, continue taxi. Let's get them home.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Skywest 5641, standby. Skywest 4691, standby. Skywest 5224, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Skywest 5488, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Skywest 5771, continue taxi. Air Mexico 659er, runway 34 left. United 1315, hold position. United 1010, runway 34 left. United 1229, runway 34 left. Southwest 1664, runway 34 right, clear to land. Southwest 249, runway 35 right, clear to land. It's time.
Runway 35 right,
4 minutes.
clear to land. Sky
United
was
2270, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 618, runway 34 left, land and wait. Frontier flight 4562, runway 35 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Southwest 2062, runway 35 left, line up and wait. United 634, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. United 1315, continue taxi. Is this guy going? Yeah. Southwest 4398, continue taxi. Is this guy going there?
Pushback approved, expect runway 35 left. Southwest 23907.
Pushback
approved, expect runway 35 left.
Southwest 2397, runway 35 left. United 1415, continue taxi. Skywest 5488, runway 35 left. Skywest 5224, runway 35 left.
Runway 34 right, clear to land.
Southwest 5205, continue taxi. Skywest 5692, taxi to terminal via Echo Delta, hold short of mic. Skywest 5276, taxi terminal via Echo Delta, hold short of mic.
Runway 35 left.
Skywest 5276, taxi to ramp via Papa 7 Echo Delta, hold short of mic. United 618, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. American 1314, runway 34 left, land and wait. Southwest 2062, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 2544, runway 35 left, land and wait.
Runway 34 left. Runway 35 left. Skywest 5098.
Runway 35 left. United 2057.
Runway 35 left, via Mike. Hold short of taxiway Echo Charlie.
Skywest 5845, pushback approved, expect runway 35 left.
Runway 35
5 left, via Mike.
Skywest 4691, pushback cleared, expect runway 35 left. United 472, runway Delta 532, runway 35 right, clear to land. Delta 8940, runway 34 right, clear to land. Delta 8940, runway 34 right, clear to land. Skywest 5389, runway 34 right, clear to land. Skywest 5200, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Runway 35 left, via Mike. Hold short of taxiway Echo Charlie.
Southwest 3427, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November.
Stand by. Skywest 46901.
Southwest 1770, taxi to ramp, hold short of Charlie November. We have 25 seconds.
Stand by.
American 1314, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Stand by.
Delta 2544, runway 35 left, cleared for takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. My god, it's busy. Frontier Flight 1162, standby. United 472, standby. United 578, standby. United 1010, runway 34 left. United 1023, standby. I think we are doing it. Yes, we've done it. My goodness. This was a massive challenge and a massive success. I did it. I actually did it. This crazy amount of traffic. I cannot believe it. The first hour was insane, and then the second part, the second hour, it was peachy at one point. But my god, this ending was just massively insane. Look at this. This airport is blown up. But I did not make a mistake. I managed to keep it together. I'm so happy. I'm really happy that you joined me and watched this. This was definitely very demanding airport. Let's take a look at the final scorings. So we had 84 takeoffs and 77 landings. 161 airplane movements per 2 hours. So it's 80 per hour. That is just massively insane. And I managed to get it done without any mistakes. I'm so happy. But it was tough. It was tough, but very enjoyable. I really enjoyed this. Unfortunately, I did not have chance to talk to you much, but I hope you still enjoyed watching me struggle with this massive amount of traffic. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Check out my previous challenges which I did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon again.